Hey, it's Steph from Happy Place to Grow. I am so glad you decided to join me for video 2, Best Teacher Tips and Advice for Getting Back to School. Now, in video 1, we talked about a few things just to sort of pull yourself back into teacher mode, get out of the summer mode. We said start setting a schedule, maybe getting up a little bit earlier, going to bed a little bit sooner, get that body clock back in sync with school mode. We also talked about shopping for snacks, maybe getting a new lunch box, and don't forget the school outfits, organizing, looking through your closet, seeing what you have, what you might need. And it's always fun to pick out an open house outfit and a first day of school outfit. And you might want to check out Kohl's. We talked about going shopping after you go back into your classroom, before maybe the school year starts or before work days even start. So you can see what you have versus what you need, but don't forget to check out some unique stores like Kohl's and also Hobby Lobby. We talked about not getting overwhelmed with feeling like you had to purchase all these items. Just make your space make it kid friendly, make it user friendly, and that way you'll be comfortable and your pocketbook, your purse won't hurt from having to spend so much. And it's just exhausting sometimes to try to feel like you have to make your room look as great as those that you see on the internet. Again, kids are most concerned with you and learning and their friends. They just, all that environment stuff kind of blends into their daily, they get used to it and they even forget that it's there. So don't stress about that. All right, in this video, we're going to talk about once those work days start. So definitely, I want to start out with a calendar. Now, some teachers love to buy those expensive calendars. I don't even know what the name of the calendar, but it's very popular. I don't know if it's a 1 year or a 2 year. It has lots of spaces for different ways to catalog and log information. I think it's user friendly. You can put it in a purse or a bag, take it with you. Now, I'm sort of old school, and last year I picked up this calendar because I like coffee, and it's just a regular calendar. It actually, you can write your own dates in there in months, so it was very bare. And I got this at like the dollar store for $1, so that works for me, because I know calendars are consumable and I don't really want to spend a lot of money on my plan book or calendars. And I also, don't laugh, at the end of the school year sometimes, or during January, people will donate calendars, and I'll just pick a couple of these up for free. And then I love to just put these in my workspace and put the reason for the calendar, not what it looks like. You want to have something that works for you. This works for me. I'm going to write my work days down, testing days, when open house is. I want to get all of my dates in one space. You can even put, if you have personal things like doctor's appointments, you leave this in a place that you're going to be able to hands-on quickly get it. And I also like to put a spiral notebook next door to my calendar, and that's just how easy way I can keep track of things day by day. So definitely get your calendar and get those dates on there right away. And of course, you're probably going to want a lesson plan book too as well. So once you get all your dates in your calendar, then the first thing I love to do is just get my space ready on that first work day. Just let me alone in my room and let me start rearranging my furniture. Of course, I've already got my floor plan. Once I get everything in place, it makes me feel like now I can really think about what I'm going to teach, decorating those bulletin boards, getting ready for open house. Now that's going to be something that you're going to want to prep for. That's the first thing I get ready for even before I start lesson planning. I'm thinking about when I'm going to meet with my parents now. Before COVID, before all of that changed the way we did a lot of our teaching and meeting with people, we used to have like a mass open house. We'd say, come from 5 to 7, meet with a teacher. And everyone was coming in all at one time, or whenever they got off work and they were just floating. It was kind of our free floating way to meet the teacher. And so I would have little stations set out for my parents, directions, everything they needed, so that if I was talking to a parent and another parent came in, they would know like a step-by-step. So I would have like a parent to-do list handy, or I would have, signs posted in little station areas. The number one thing we had to make sure was that all of our parents signed in. So I have a sign-in sheet, plenty of pencils and pens. And I always wanted to collect information about how the kids were getting home. So I had that. As time went on and we were dealing with a different way of meeting with parents, we, in the last couple of years, have had set conference times where we've called our parents and scheduled a time and just met with the families, one-on-one fashion. So whatever, if you're having a big teacher night, open house night, or you're scheduling your students in, you want to have directions for the parents, a to-do list, you want to have the sign in, you want to have things handy for them, and everything available so that they can do what you want them to do and need them to do. The number one thing that a lot of families want to know is, where is my child going to be sitting? Where's my desk? So sometimes I've done it a couple different ways. I like to meet my students first before I put their name tags on the desks. Then I can get a sense of their personalities and maybe who's going to be blending together, maybe who I need to separate. So I always say, I'm not sure yet. I have also put name tags on, and that way the students know right where they're sitting. So it's up to you. It does make them feel a little uncomfortable when they don't know where they're sitting. But I just have, my desks all set up, and I might even say, where would you like to sit? What seems like a good space for you? So as the kids are floating in, the main thing they want to know is, where's my desk? And they look around the room. They want to meet with you. They want to know who is in their class. I also have, and you might want to do this, and maybe you do, a station set up where I take their picture and I use their photos for a lot of things throughout the year. I put their pictures on their desk, out in the hall. I let them use their little photo to vote for lunch, and then I arrange their photos in my reading groups. So I use the photos for multiple things, helper board. So I always take their picture on that first open house when I'm meeting with the parents. Now some teachers love to have the parents fill out all the paperwork right then. They've got the people there, so they say, just fill this out right now, the information sheets. I like to have a parent manila envelope, a packet, and I put all of the paperwork inside of it with the child's name on it. I hand it to the parents, and I include things like a supply list and all of the information sheets, things that the parents are going to need to fill out, transportation, all the information about the school, about after school and medicine forms and tardies and things like that. And then I definitely include my classroom information in a brochure. Now, over the years, I have come up with some nifty designs. So I got this one actually from it was a store sent me this, and it had coupons and it had little tabs, and I adapted it for my classroom and just typed in So all the information was there handy for my parents, the schedule, what we do with snacks, parties, what to do if your kid is out sick. This was my first brochure, and I had the little tabs up like a stair step, like a ladder. And then I finally adapted to this little friendly version. I actually got this off of TPT, and you could just put your information in. It's kind of a little puzzle to print it and then to staple it together. Thankfully, I had a wonderful TA who got this together, and she even color-coded it, which I thought was really cool. But it just has hello, daily schedule, information, rules, homework policy. And then I'll say to the parents, this is your parent guide for the year. So if you forget what we're talking about tonight, and they will, they can refer back to this. So I give my parents their packet and say, just fill it out and turn it back in on the first day of school. When they come in, they've got the packet, the envelope, manila envelope, all the papers are inside, and the kid's name is on it. They just hand it in, and that way my TA can just take out the papers and sort everything and check off, because she's got their envelope, and she can check off each kids information. I got this, this, and this. Oop, we're missing the information sheet from Johnny Flopperdopper. So we know we have to get that from the parent. So that's how I like to do things. Now, once open house is over, then I'm prepping for the first day of school. Yeah, the first day. Because you know the first day of school is not going to be like any other day. It's going to be totally different. So I'm thinking about that first day of school as being a get to know you, get to know each other. So I'm planning lots of activities. I'm also thinking about being very flexible. Everything I plan for that day is we're not going to have time to do it all. Because when they first come in, the first moments of school, it's very hectic. They're coming in with their school supplies. They're going to their desk. So I'm always trying to get them situated. That usually takes a really long time in the mornings. And then I call them up and we do some get to know you activities. Also, you're going to be thinking about the procedures, the rules, and just getting your kids situated with their new environment, and how we're getting to lunch, how we're going to the bathroom, what to do, what we're doing at this time of the day. So you're working on that schedule. That's definitely going to take not just the first day, but all week. So I'm definitely scheduling things for the first day of school, and then I'm being flexible. I have like a skeleton plan going on, bare bones for the rest of the week, that first week of school. So I can, if I need to, I can bump things that we didn't get to, like, if we didn't get to bus safety, or if we didn't get to fire drill safety, then I know I can bump that into the next day. There are certain things I definitely want to get to, like what do we do in the cafeteria? Where do we go to the bathroom? And playground safety. So that's going to be covered on the first day. But whatever else that I need to get to that we don't get to, we're going to move it to the next day or even the next day. So those first couple of days, getting to know the routines and the schedule, and getting to know each other. I'm playing lots of games, but I'm also doing the games at the time that I would actually do those lessons. So if it's my reading time, I'm going to be doing read alouds, fun first day stories. I'm going to be doing review alphabet activities or beginning sounds games. And then when my real math time would be, I'm going to be doing games on those first couple of days, like number bingo and fun. I always love to do this game called Blank is Out. We get in a circle and we do, we're counting. We might start at the number 10 and stop at the number 22. And we just go in order in the circle, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. We're doing a sequence, and whoever's 22 has to sit down. We just keep on going. Now let's do this big sound that says squat. And they love it, and we just go around, and we're practicing number sequencing, but we're doing it in a fun, game-like way. So the first couple of days are about building those routines in a fun way. You're still getting those skills in, those review skills, but you're doing it in a game way, and everybody's getting to know, they're getting used to, oh, after lunch we go outside, and then when we come back in, we do math, because you can do math games when you have your real math block time. So that's how I like to get to familiar with my kids, and them getting familiar with me on those first couple of days of school. You want it to be, build it like this, fun, serious, fun. So getting to know you, routines, rules, schedule, and then end up with some fun there also. And of course, don't forget to take a lot of pictures on that first day and that first week of school. I always take a lot of pictures, and I'll share those pictures with my parents via our class app. And then I love to look at the end of the year to see how the kids have changed from the beginning to the end. Well, I know you're going to have a great first day of school. You're going to get back in the swing of things because, hey, you are a teacher, and you are a mom teacher, and you've got this. You're going to do awesome. It's going to be a great, successful, and productive year, but it's going to start, of course, with you as the teacher leader, leading and guiding your students with great prepared activities. You've got yourself together, so your class is going to be managed and in order, and you're going to have fun doing it. I always feel so much better when things are scheduled in order, because I know that real learning is going to take place. All right, I'm going to close up my talking head, and I'm going to leave you with some great advice from my teacher friends who shared with me their ideas for the coming school year. All right, until our next time together, I want you to have a great one. And you've got this, teachers. As always, you are going to do great. Have a fantastic school year.
Okay, so one of my favorite back-to-school activities with my students is asking them to each write their favorite song on a piece of paper. And then I find the song and play it for the whole class. And then everyone is trying to guess whose favorite song that is. So when we do this, this helps build the classroom community where the students can get to know one another and the teachers can as well. So that's a fun back-to-school activity that I enjoy.